Tonight, former President Donald Trump in Columbia at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center. The 45th president was the keynote speaker at the Black Conservative Federation's Honors Gala. News 19's Nate Stanley was there this evening. He has more on the event.
We have a big deal tomorrow, and it's so important that everybody get out and vote because we want to win by big margins because the big day is November 5th.
It was the message from former President Donald Trump Friday night as he took the stand at the Black Conservative Federation's Honors Gala. Friday's speech happened just hours before polls opened in the South Carolina Republican primary.
What? Make America great again for everybody, but we're going to make America great again also, and I'm not sure I can say necessarily again in this case, for African Americans. We're going to make America great for all of our country. But
in 20
What? You see it, you heard it, gotta do it. If you don't know, Donald Trump, while being in the South Carolina, killing Nikki Haley in her hometown, he decided to stop off and hit a black forum, man. I'm telling you, Donald Trump has getting no rest. And in his journey to make it back to the White House, he went to stop at the BCF conference, right? This is a predominantly black-held conference. And at this conference, Donald Trump resented his MAGA stance against black people. Yes, you heard it. He recalled and he said, "Make America Great Again should not apply to blacks. We just need to make America great." So black people, it might be safe to become a MAG. Yes. A Make America Great Again soldier. So you let me know your thoughts. Do you forgive Donald Trump, or do you think black people in the black community will take this stance as an apology and forgive Donald Trump, all those who say he's racist and he ran on MAGA, Make America Great Again, which many believe did not include black people? Do you forgive Donald Trump? Let me know your thoughts.
America great again for everybody, but we're going to make America great again also, and I'm not sure I can say necessarily again in this case, for African Americans. We're going to make America great for all of our country. But
in 2016, Trump won South Carolina's primary with 32% of the vote on his way to the White House. According to USC's political science professor Chase Myers, the primary plays a key role in deciding who will be on the November ballot.
South Carolina traditionally picks the Republican nominee. Again, going back to the 1980s, the Republican primary in South Carolina has chosen the eventual nominee in every election except for 2012 when Newt Gingrich beat Mitt Romney.
With eyes on South Carolina, attendees of the gala tell News 19 they hope voters will be paying attention.
Refreshing to see a lot of black Republicans come together. Of course, I'm in the atmosphere most of the time. Of course, we're all Americans, but I'm predominantly around a lot of white conservatives, which is great, love them. But it's good to see like-minded folks, the same skin color, and it's not about skin color to me. Well,
now, you hear it there. Usually around Caucasian conservatives. And again, I want to remind you, this was the Black Conservative Federation conference. All right? A conference held for folks who are on the right side of things from the black community. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think that was an apology? Or do you want to hear more? Because we got more. You could go over to Forbes Breaking News. We want to shout this link out. You could go to Forbes Breaking News because we really want everybody to hear the full story in its full context. And, before you make informed decision for and against Trump, head over to Forbes Breaking News. Go to Forbes, and they got you with the story, the full link.
They weren't so grateful, were they, huh? What do you think? Not too much. They weren't too grateful to me, right? And they said, will you run against the president? And He said, I have no comment. That wasn't good. That meant yes. But I did. I endorsed a few people that weren't very grateful. But the one thing, when I gave pardons to people, every single person, I mean, I've never seen, when they see me, they cry. It's such an incredible power of the president. And people that I felt were unfairly convicted of something, or maybe it was too long. We had a woman, a wonderful woman. We all know who that is. I won't even mention names. She was given 50 years in jail. 50.
Trump did release a lot of black people and pardon a lot of black people. Let me know your thoughts.
She served 22, 23, and she had like 25 years left. I said, for what? And today it would be, they wouldn't, it would be a reprimand, what she did. And it was so sad to see that. I let her out. I let a lot of people out, a lot of great people. But I've never had anybody with a pardon. The endorsements, mostly good, but, 10% of them just really are not very appreciative. I wish I had them to do again. I would never give them. I would never give them, I'll tell you that much right now. The hell with those people. But when I pardon somebody, I've never had anybody get out and said, oh, I don't like him. I never liked him. I'd like to run against him. I'd like to do. They see me and they literally start to cry. People with records and people that had some big problems, and they're cleaner than anybody else in the room.
That's a fact. Let's take a look at some more stuff. Again, head over to Forbes Breaking News if you want to see more on this story. We're just going to pick up a couple things here.
I'm with Barry. In front of another group, I may be with the babe, but I don't. But we also set record low unemployment rate among black young people. It was a record. It was never anything like it. Before the China virus, you don't mind if I call it that. We want to be accurate, It came out of China. Right? 1.2 million African Americans lifted themselves out of poverty on the strength of the Trump economy, the most in more than a century. Think of it. It's never happened like that before. Black Americans saw their largest increase in home ownership ever recorded. These are things that happened during this 4-year period. West is nothing. They were doing it because it's election interference. And then I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against.
What?
And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing. But it possibly, I don't know, maybe there's something there. But I got also sued, and a lot of it comes right out. All of it comes out of the Justice Department, or it comes out of the Democrat Party. And it's a disgrace. This is like a third world country. And I say often, Alphonse Capone, I don't know if you know who Alphonse Capone is. This was the roughest, meanest gangster in history. I've been indicted more than Alphonse Capone, Scarface.
What?
If he had dinner with you and if he didn't like the tone of your voice, he would kill you that night. You would never see your family again. You were dead. I got indicted. My parents are looking down, say, how the hell did this happen to my son?
What? Man, Trump is something else. Trump said he was indicted more than Al Capone. Listen, black people, tap in, tap in, tap in. Do you accept the apology from Trump? Do you take it as an apology? Will you be voting for Trump? Will you cross over to the other side and become a MAG? Let me know your thoughts. Do you think this was at least a good gesture, a good showing of some type of gesture from Trump saying that he would make people come together? Or you just thinking it's some bullshit? I don't know. You let me know your thoughts. Drop your comments in the comment section. Do you forgive Trump? Do you think this is a good enough apology? Or do you think it's just at least a start, man? Got to start somewhere. Let me know. How you voting? Don't even let me know how you voting. Just let me know if you think this is a good apology. Tap in, tap in, tap in.